or refresh the market chameleon. Oh, Vlad is on CNBC right now. Okay. That's a little scary. Right, to refresh the market chameleon. We've got about 10 minutes to the market open, and we're going to go over this in just 1 second. Looks like we're in for a doozy. SONX now, Ruby to 2, LITM, KPRX. Okay, that's it. And now let's take a look at the daily chart on the Qs. So we're trying to retrace right now, but it's just trying to put lipstick on a pig. The market is in bad shape right now, and was in bad shape throughout the night. And we are gapping open down, which puts us more eminently close to breaking an important pivot, which we already broke pre-market at 276 on the Qs, 276. At 276, you can expect market breakdown. It's already happened a bit in pre-market, but things are getting like slightly hopeful to fill the gap this morning, it looks like, at the open. That's just over optimism. But you know, be careful, because don't just trade thesis, trade what you see. Because we could end up filling that gap and going green all day, and that would create a bullish engulfing candle, and it would stave off any market crash for probably another week. About about as far in the future as you can see on that one. But it is more likely that we are going to break pivot at 276, because it's probably going to test that. We already hit it in pre-market. 276 key level QQQs, 276 for the breakdown. And then if that happens, which is likely. Oh, already we're on robot? Seriously, guys? Anybody else? Oh, damn. Okay. All right. Well, that's why we have the multiple microphone system. All right. If that happens, it is likely to put in a very strong, bloody red bread day. So you want to use that key level of 276 to add to your conviction on the short side of how you play the market and short it, or whether you go long for the gap fill bullish engulfing thesis. It just depends on how it plays out, and we're going to be watching it. We'll zoom in now to look at it a little bit more closely, and be ready for the open in 7 minutes. We're also taking a look at SONX, SONX, which is one of the more promising pre-market gappers to run, but it's been under VWAP all morning. So as the best candidate, it is not looking too good. However, LITM has been coming off of an ascending baseline and putting in some nice pops, but it looks like they've easily been sold into and continually fade back to baseline. So you definitely want to only be going after dips back to baseline trend line on LITM. However, it is, giving some results. So, and it is just about over VWAP again. So you might want to keep a good eye on that, and that's a potential trade. LITM and SONX, but it's tops also, and Ruby and TTOO. And we've got AVCT on continued watch. And now NAOV. NAOV is almost fully faded, so that one's pretty much dead. But best two prospects, SONX and LITM. All right, so now back to the market. It'll be interesting to see how it trades at the open. SPY, same situation. Oh, well, what are the levels on SPY? I mean, just based on SPY, you're talking about a pivot break of 368.66. So 368.50-ish for pre-market low breakdown. Okay. But then on the daily, the pivot low that will snap the market, well, it's already at it right now, but the one that will really, I mean, we're already at the point of breakdown on SPY right now of that other pivot that was on the Qs. But so SPY could free fall from here, right from the open. You'd be looking for it to eventually reach 362. If it hits 362, you know, it's gone max red already, and you've missed a large chunk of the trade. So you're going to be looking to use these short signals on the Dow and on the rest of the market in order to get in this trade ahead of time, so you can get that full red. I think that the Qs are probably one of the best ways to trade it, because you are going to get that extra signal, which is nearby at 276. And you're also going to get 31% higher return on your money by trading the Qs versus SPY. Okay, we got 3.5 minutes before the open. And what is the market going to do at the open? That is a very interesting question of the day. So I'm going to zoom in on that. And we have about 3.5 minutes until the market opens. 3 minutes until the market opens, 2:59. $2.30. Looking at the rest of the market, the rest of these opportunities, AVCT starting to put in a little bit of activity there. I'm not sure how this is going to happen at the open. Is everyone going to be excited to buy the dip right at this open? I don't think so. But, all it takes is for market makers to just leave those doors open. And dumb money's going to come flooding in like Walmart on Black Friday. Ben's like, that, and that is some dumb money. All right, we got 1 minute and 30 seconds. Is that right? Yeah, 1 minute and 30 seconds till the market opens. You can bet your butt there's a lot of volatility is going to be released on the market. And that most likely means we're going to go down. But it's just going to be the range on the bars is going to be really wide. Good morning. Here we go. 57 seconds. Okay, the market's already curling down into a little mini Atlas pattern, cup and handle, inverted Atlas pattern. No, I can't really face the camera. How do you like my shirt? Free falling. Yes. All right. It's going to be whipsaw at the open. Here we go. 20 seconds to the open. You're welcome to wait 1 to 5 minutes for extra opening range confirmation, breakout confirmation. All right. Market is open. And is it being bought up or selling off? Let's see. It's being bought up at the moment. It's being sold off. It's being sold off. It's being bought up. It's being bought up. It's being sold off. It's quite the fight. Which way does it want it to go from here? It is being sold off. It looks like bears are winning. All right. It's pushing to the downside. I'll take some initial position on that. However long it'll last. The Bears. The Bears are winning at this open. And you're gonna need to watch for that breakdown level. Okay, we got some buying in the dip for a moment there. Are we gonna reverse off the bottom? Off of that dip? All right, we're getting an established range in, that's for sure. We're 1 minute and 15 seconds into the market. And amazingly, it's still a little bit undecisive. And it looks like we're coming up off the bottom. I did already reverse my position, even though if you didn't hear that. Don't follow me. Know how to trade. Don't do what I do. You'll be too late, or you won't even know what I'm doing. All right. And the other opportunities are failing out, it looks like, across the board. I'd say that's a bad sign for the market as well, that the market could end up going short. That we're seeing that in small caps. Chris says Square is running. Let me take a quick look at that. Now my system is working pretty well. Okay, we're getting an opening range breakdown potentially right there. Is it a fake down? No, it looks like it's continuing. We are getting the drop. We are getting the drop occurring now. A little bit of buying up right there. What movie was that? There was something on my screen on one of the candles. And like, no, wait a minute. The market's going up. Oh, that was just some jelly. You guys, AVCT is having a nice third day of momentum and has popped well above VWAP, getting over 36 cents. And over yesterday's high, that's definitely an entry on AVCT, signal-wise pre-entry, trying to break 38 cents pre-market gap down. Pre-market high level. I was just looking at the market, thinking about the gap there, and then mixed my brain messages on that. This is what happens when you're handling multiple interesting things all at the same time. Maybe you guys should be around for more than 5 minutes before you start crying. Oh, I think. Oh yeah. Thank you. There's one guy that says this guy has no clue what he's talking about. Yeah. Well, let's follow. Then why are you in here? It's the most funniest thing. Let's follow your broadcast then. Lead us to your broadcast. Not it's not a competition of broadcast. I'm just saying, if you know better, let's see it. Let's see, and how many years experience you have, and all that kind of good stuff. All right, we are going the other way now on on the market. We've bounced strongly off of a low, and so but we're getting this like sort of opening of range, and regardless if it goes up or down like that, that when you have opening of range, that's an increase in volatility, and increases of volatility equal ultimately down. And there it goes off of the top of the market there. But so far, it looks like we're having expanded range at the open and around the open. So we're just ping ponging. So far, it's starting to show like the open is going to play out as a trappy, choppy reversal style market versus a directional market. So far, that's what we've got. We've got all the telltale signs of it being a trappy reversal, uh, ping ponging type of action. So in that case, instead of buying breakouts or breakdowns, you'd be reversing at those points. Morning chop. Yeah, well, sometimes we can get strong direction though. Options or stock trade? Well, we're watching several stocks, but as far as the market is concerned, um, it depends. You'd be going after options. You probably should trade stock shares though, and for that, you could use SQQQ for the short side. That's right. And I agree. The same. And I absolutely have the right to disparage comments. Okay. I can say, fuck you. People are assholes, which I do frequently. And I absolutely have that right. I absolutely have the right to disparage people. It's an inalienable right. This is not China. I don't know. You know, if you think you have some control over other people, then you are a fascist. All right. So we do not have control over other people. Freedom. Freedom. Remember, freedom. If you're not into freedom, you're a fascist. There's two choices. All right. The market is breaking that low and starting to take some stronger direction. Let's go back over to the Qs and see if we're close to the pivot. Pivot breakdown on the Qs. Yep. 276. Getting really close to that. 276.59. Over on SPY, it has not made that new low yet on SPY. The Dow is getting really close. The Qs last to follow. So SPY would lead us down, but you want to be in the Qs because you're going to get more return on the Qs. But you want to get all your kind of SPYs leading us at the moment. Somebody says, "This is the vibes I'm here for. Wise man with the goods." Well, I've it's like the express what is that insurance one? I've been around, I've seen a thing or two, and it's about that. Oh no, and then this guy says had a chat with a fake account of you, tried to get some of the good wisdom out of him. Oh man, he must have been a really I mean, I can't even imagine how little those guys know to have to resort to doing what they do, you know? No wisdom whatsoever. That's funny. You had a guy claiming to be you trying to sell me a trading bot. Wow. Um, that said, would anybody be interested in a trading bot? No, just kidding. AVCT is continuing. That's pretty funny now that I think about it. Uh, I've got this trading bot that I've been working on. Uh, but when you find out Evan's just a robotic clone. Wow, look at AVCT go. All right, who is already in it? AVCT. Way to go, RJ, for letting us know that there was a little bit of trickle of movement going on, but I did have that up on my screen because in pre-market it looked like it was perking a little bit. But way to go, way to go. Do you have to buy gold or not? Okay, so gold is not a safe haven asset anymore. And in fact, it's going down. What is a safe haven asset is the dollar, and it is going up, especially against the euro. So if you can short the euro, that's even better. If you can short the euro against the dollar, go long dollar, short euro. Oh, you've got a trade. You may have contraction days, but overall, that's a decent the decent play right now, especially in this short market. All right, so we did bounce before 276 on the Qs. We did not make a new low on SPY yet, or the Dow. So we're still effectively testing the potential lower side of the market. We're still testing it before getting that panic breakdown. But I've already averaged into a short. Yes, and oil broke below 80. It's at 79 now. I did notice that. Didn't mention it, but yeah, I did notice that. Pretty cool. Da Bears. That's going to be all morning. Trap. Tra oh, Benny, you put a meme that says trap vibes. I like that, but I even like we should use the word trapsies. Gotcha, trapsies. Got you on the reversal. Somebody over on the TikTok says, "Go RJ." Every time Evan mentions RJ, he blushes a little. Someone has a man crush on RJ. Ditka, yeah. What indicators am I using? Well, for the day trading, VWAP, and then volume, um, price action, moving averages. In fact, I should just go ahead and throw some up on there right now. Where are moving averages? Here we go. Nah, they're just distracting. Price action, is always king. Benjamin says RJ is hot. Trapsies, jet skis. All right, Mark. You're looking for a big win this morning, huh? What was that? We just got an alert. Oh, I need to be able to see this a little better. What did you say? First comment from I don't care over on YouTube. You son of a bitch. I love swearing at the computer systems and things that don't work in life. Isn't that the best? All right, we got an Atlas pattern on the market intraday, short term here, an inverse Atlas. 820, 200. Yeah, you got it, man. Did you take my master classes? Yeah, I'd say so. And there it is. There's breakdown to 276. Is it touching? And did SPY break new low? I think I'm just getting a delayed. There it is, new low on SPY. We got a breakdown on the Qs. Looks like it's being bought up as a reversal, fake down kind of situation. So far, the follow through Not happening. Trapsies. Wow. I'm just going to go ahead and take that reversal in case that sticks for a few minutes here, or I'll reverse out. I mean, is that what the market's going to be? That's why I said this morning it had trapsy vibes. And in the short term, intraday, move by move, scalp wise, it's more of a trapped, choppy reversal vibe than it is a directional vibe. In the medium term, it does have the bearish direction going for it. And oh, there we go. All right. So that did not indeed reverse, and it is continuing down. I'll take it in Arnold voice. Trading, trapping, and hear lamentations of retail. That's great. Actually, we did reverse now. Son of a bitch. I'm getting very whipped around in one account here. It's gone very volatile, the market at the moment. Look at that. Pew, pew, there's just lots of positions snapping all over the market. Question. We could feasibly break June lows. Yes, that's basically what I'm saying. So the question is, what does a RSI mean, and what's a good range for it to be around? Don't have the focus on the education side right now enough to go into that, but maybe later today. Yeah, because that sounds like that's about a 5-minute explanation. The devil's hand. I mean, this fake down is getting well supported. Even though that triggered at 276, it turned out to be a trap. And it continues to be a trap. Therefore, that could mean that there's some long potential here for the scalp. Trappy market. Oh, PMI data at is that right? What are you saying? When? I don't think so. Oh, interesting. It says some comments were filtered in order to protect the community experience. Sorry, maybe you guys used a profanity or something. That's okay by me, but it looks like TikTok may have filtered your comments out. I guess try to use schlong instead of dick. I don't I'm not sure what it did. Trap life. Trap life. That's right. AVCT looking very interesting. Wow, look at that. We're really trapping all around this 276 breakdown pivot. Back and forth, cannot decide direction. Did you see my comment? I think maybe not. Not if it had like dick or something in it. Bro, just buy GME and forget about it. Was that your comment? No, I don't know. AVCT failed retest neckline breakdown, and RJ is out. I have multiple signals saying to go long on the short term at this breakdown, but those can fail easily. I am indeed short so far on the outlook on the day. LITM, yes, if it could break, I'd say 285, right? 287, 288 LITM. Yeah, happy that there's a crash. It is like Black Friday. Oh, and it is Friday. Wow, I wonder if they're going to call this Black Friday. And we got that going for us. All right, we're about to break new lows. Breakdown and it could be coming here, but it's been trappy. So it's very hard to know whether or not we're going to switch over to a breakdown directional play here, or if this is just a trap. That's why it's kind of good to be already padded for some short from up higher. Ah, see, starting to pull up off of that breakdown. LITM close to what? Rebreaking out? Okay. Okay. Yeah, it broke down. It's the backside of the trade now. Draw that trend line. You were in class last night, right? Remember that? So we are continuing downward now, 275, 275.40 on the Qs. So we're under 276, and it did put in a whole lot of volume in that area. So that's going to shield it and create a rejection against the area, and actually will ensure that the short side plays out more strongly, more probably, more certainly. 5-minute opening range breakdown. But we've been open on the market for 21 minutes. On what? On what? Well, the 5-minute opening range breakdown signal, you could say, was correct. And then here we have another person who says the markets will bounce aggressively today. There's just too many puts. And that's what we're seeing. It's very trappy. Breakdown's very trappy. LITM. I think I thought you were talking about AVCT. Okay. Yes. LITM. If it can get over 289, 288, right over there, that will trigger an entry. And oil dropped below 79 to 78.83. Those are the traps. That's funny. Let's take a look at how that candle looks on the daily. Yeah. Remember last night I was drawing this out? This is just the beginning. The kind of momentum that's created by this gap and this push to the downside can create a minus 5% day on the market. We talked about this last night in class, that this was about a 30% probability last night. By morning, it turned into about a 50% probability. A 5-minute candles. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. We're not only out, but we're making money on the downside. We have somebody who has newfound ideas on how to advise people regarding the market, and it is the stock market is going to collapse, not crash, collapse. Get out now. We're on it, bro. We're on it. We're not only out, we're in. We're in on the downside. As Mark always says, red bread. In this market, the way it is, a bear market, I mean, red bread's the only place you can make any good bread. Let's get a trend line drawn on that. We're entering a consolidation intraday right now. LITM, AVCT coming back up and around. Looks like it's that's a re-entry pre-cheat entry right now. But if it breaks 40.7 cents, so 0.407, that'd be a re-entry. Although the risk could be wide. You could risk it to about 3.8, 3.9. It still is pushing up against the backside of the trade, though. Yeah, SQQQ for the win. Oh, we got somebody pumping Rumble. Rumble is moving from about 13 to 13.64. A little bit of dead cat bounce. Rumble petered out the other day. So as we get close to this trend line, things could start acting up again on the market. Faked out of ABCT, she continues. Yeah, maybe, this could be a fake out on ABCT. Definitely would handle it very carefully because, again, it's still kind of the backside of the trade. If you draw that trend line across the bottom edge, well, not really, right? Not as far as the breakdown is concerned from pre-market. Yeah, still the backside of the trade. And I really don't know how it gets back above that without having an almost halt like break out. That's about the only way it can get up and over. See here, let me pull it up. AVCT. See what I'm talking about? It's bouncing off the backside of the trade now. And there's no way it can get up and over that without like a halt like extreme move to the upside. And it's got a 34 mil float. And what is the volume on the day?
Alert.
83 million. So it's done 2 rotations. Well, maybe it can happen, but it's probably none to buy. I don't know. Where is it at as far as the NTB, ETB, HTB? Yes, QQQ going further down. It did bounce off that trend line. Not like it was the trend line that did it, but draw your trend lines so you know when your pullbacks can create entries and exits. hard to borrow. Okay. So see, that's going to limit its ability to go parabolic. So AVT is not going to go parabolic probably. SONX just totally crapped out this morning. And same with Ruby and same with TTOO. Square, whatever was happening there, Chris, it's already pulled all the way back. Rumble, some of the most, probably one of the most more positive looking moves. Now, and ABCT is just grinding up. I mean, it's got that going for it. It's grinding up. I feel like that one's going to rug pull. What do you think, RJ? You were in it. You felt it. You were touching it. How is it behaving? I think it's just got a rug pull. Yeah, you could definitely semi blame um, the recession on Powell. Uh, because this was an inflation induced recession. And he was 6 months late raising rates. It's very volatile, could rug pull down. Geez, not even sure I want to touch LITM. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. And how about that one? NTB, ETB, HTB, and it's got 18 million shares traded so far in LITM with a float of. Yeah, man, I agree with you. Exactly, John. Yeah, I don't know the float on LITM, but that's why economists say the best cure for high prices are high prices. You want demand to slow down? Let it get out of control. People will stop buying. What do you have to do if you're a seller and you want to sell and nobody's buying? You have to lower your prices. Start laddering into bonds. Yeah, the dollar. The dollar is really strong play. The dollar against Europe. SPY just made a new low moments ago. So did the Qs on the day. And the market doesn't even want to take a breath, and when it goes into the pullbacks, it just turns, it's consolidation area level. Yeah, totally. Although it does look like it's the momentum is slowing down. Yeah, not really. Yeah, let's see if it can break this trend line that I just drew on the bottom. LITM 289. Yes, it did break that pivot, pre-market pivot high for entry on LITM. It says that Jay Powell's going to speak today at 2 p.m. Eastern. What is this? Where is that fit? The fact that he's going to, that could slow some of this fall. I'm sure Brandon says Meta making new lows, but I mean, like, I'm sure it is. Let's let Meta go as low as it can go. Certainly, you can short trade probably Meta and Nvidia. Any of the hottest growth stocks will definitely be giving you a good return shorting them today. Tesla is down, I don't know what percent, 4% from yesterday's close. While the market, I don't know if I can get that figure. Let's pull it over here. Is down 1.7% from yesterday's close. So, you can go in for individual names for a bit more return. So actually, we just had trend line break on the market. So the bottom may be in for the short term intraday for a little while. Oh, here we go. Brainerd and Bowman will be moderating the event. All right. You already know about it. Okay. Very good. So a market like this, it does affect those, momentum stocks. Oh, LITM hitting almost 3 now from that 289 break. You're in for a tiny bit. All right. And he means really tiny, probably. Like, I'm going to guess 40 shares or something, maybe even smaller. No, it's got to be more than that. 200? No, I was right. It was 40 shares. He wants to, he has to manage his cash account, I think. So, like, he can't spend money that he might want for something else. It's quite a fucked up thing and definitely teaching you bad habits, RJ. Uh, whatever your goal, yeah, whatever your goal account size is, that's what you should practice in that simulator. Probably. Have a great weekend. Oh yeah, you too, man. Yeah, so guys, now that the market may have bottomed, it may have not, and it might get still interesting, but it's already interesting. Now that the market may have bottomed and be softening on this downside move, I'm going to take that cue to go run some errands. We've just traded the market open. There you go. Did you buy Tesla puts today? No, I did not, JR. But I was just saying that's a good example, Amazon, Tesla, Apple, any high betas, Nvidia, Um, what can you guys think of? Anything that moves a lot every day, but it's mega cap, moves more than the market, contributes to the market move. Uh, you could get a lot out of trading those because nothing's moving today because of Apple's not moving today the way it's moving because of any particular Apple news. It's the same thing. The whole market's moving the way it would move. Nobody's having an uncorrelated reaction to this market. So that's why I suggested that, JR. So anyway, if I don't catch you before the end of the day, have a great weekend, everybody. It is Friday. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the group. If anybody out there wants to, in social media land, wants to come check out our group, it's free to try for a week. Just head on over to e3tradinggroup.com. Free to try for a week. And after that, every month that you say, your monthly membership goes down. That's the new system we're on. That's if you sign up using the top link on the website. All right. Have a good one, everybody. See you in the cord. And there's a bit of that reversal going on. See, after that trend line was broke, it became the front side of the trade. It was back side of the trade, and trend line breaks. Now it's front side of the trade. So now in order to go back to the back side of the trade, it's going to need to break that bottom trend line like that. Some last nuggets of wisdom. All right. Bye. Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.